Hello everyone, welcome to something new. I guess we could call this Tryout Tuesday. I am playing a demo called The Pioneers, Surviving Desolation. Keep in mind this is a pre-alpha version, version 1.12.09. There's a lot of things that still needs to be polished, but I won't go into that. I just want to have fun with the game. The very beginning, when you first fire up, I'll try not to spoil your experience, so if you want to try it out, I'll have a link in the description below. But so far, I'm having a good time with this game. You are a bunch of colonists or astronauts that are stranded on a planet, because I believe it's Pluto, and you were stranded there because you crash landed, and most of your crew did not survive other than these three. So your job is to find your parts to be able to go back to where you came. So it's a very interesting premise. I liked the ambiance of the game. It's a little too dark. I wish there was some gamma options, or options in general, to change the video display. Which, by the way, if you're firing this up, you notice that the language is in French and you don't speak French. There is a little bug when you try to change the game settings in the intro or the front menu. You're unable to exit the console. So this is not like a critique of the game that because there's a bug, but I wanted to help people out in case you wanted to have it in English. So the thing you press is the first menu option to start a new game. Once in the game, change the setting so that you can have the English show up. Otherwise, it's not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to change it from the get-go, the start menu. So you are first firing the game and you're having trouble understanding the language. Not a lot of people speak French. I took a little bit of the class in my preliminary years before I decided I wanted to speak Spanish instead, so I changed from French to Spanish. That was a long time ago, and I'm still pretty bad in Spanish. To be honest, I should have taken French so I could understand some of the menu options of this game. But even if you don't speak French, this game is definitely piqued my interest. There are things to do. You're constructing parts of your base, and you know how I like space sims. But this one seemed really involved, and graphically it's a beautiful game. The lighting, the textures, and how the context of things when you press has some weight to it. Like, they're not just menu items that you can pick or where you ghost in front of a screen. They're actual actionable items where the person, once you choose an option, it's mostly right click and choose the option. By the way, it will show the animation that they are at the console doing the thing, especially with repairs too. And you feel like there's also a sense of urgency whenever there's an emergency, because you're running out of oxygen. There are things you have to keep up with: sleep, eating. I'm kind of glad it's not like you have to take care of your bodily functions, which is an interesting thing in like a Sims world. But as far as this game goes, the balance of what you need to do seems pretty interesting. So I do like the options that were presented here. I won't spoil what you had to do in the demo or where the other ship parts are located, but I will showcase you a time warp or a time lapse of my actual gameplay, and you can try this out yourself if you don't want to spoil yourself. I will leave a link in the description below. I support these guys for creating this wonderful game. I do love space games, so if you're into that sort of thing, check it out. I This was suggested to me by one of the people who watch my videos regularly. Which, by the way, I also did the recommendation before I became a YouTube partner to have playlists, which is one of the greatest things, one of the best choices I've made regarding being discovered on this platform. Playlists shows a collection of videos that are liked together, or like videos, or not like the like button, but videos that are in common, which you know what a playlist is. But when you group those like content together, people are more inclined to watch more if they liked a previous video. So that was a recommendation for me for people who are troubling statistics or analytics, where they don't have a lot of what do you call it, interactivity. Well, to be honest, I have a problem with people leaving comments or subscribing, which, by the way, I have, let's say, 86% on some videos that are not subscribed. So if you do like this kind of content, please hit the subscribe button. I know a lot of people are watching the playlist, and I appreciate that. It's something I did different from other creators, is that I don't do a lot of social media linking. I wanted to figure out the algorithm. The best way was through good descriptions, searchable descriptions for my playlists, and linking those instead of individual videos was one of the greatest advice, pieces of advice that I've been given, which works. So this game, anyway, more on this game. It's pretty nice seeing again the context sensitive actions that you have to do to make sure everything is good. It's a relief to see on screen. It's not just point and click, and I like that you have designated areas to do certain things like sleeping, and then I have to increase my living space area to put a kitchen. But I won't spoil the demo. I'll let you play for yourself. I don't know when this is going to be released, but for now it's pre-alpha. It's been out. The demo's been out for a month. They released it to a few content creators. Which, by the way, I wanted to figure out how, as a YouTube partner, to get, a way to try out new games. So it was recommended to me to try to give some word about this demo, and hopefully it sparks other people to see if they can help me create some quality content for the future. But anyway, this is it. If you like this video, please hit the like button. That lets me know that I should make more videos. If you want to see, so that you don't miss any future videos, hit the subscribe button, ding that bell, and I'll see you in 3 days. This is Nezodam signing out. Take care, stay safe, and remember, you're essential.